Okay. Hi and happy Monday. So today is a little bit different in that I wasn't home when I wanted to do the puzzle this morning, and so I couldn't stream it live. So I figured maybe we could try something new, which would also allow me to hang on to my more correct times while still sharing. So I am gonna do kind of like a walkthrough commentary kind of thing. So let me, huh, technical issues. I have the puzzle pulled up right here. Um, this is my recording of the puzzle. Oh, wow, right on time. June starts barking. We'll never get away from it. But I thought I could talk my way through what I actually did, and this will give you a chance to see how I usually cycle through without chatting while I'm doing it. So let's go ahead and get started. So you can see today our constructor is Tom McCoy. This first one, the Dear Sir, um, I went back and forth on this. It could be buck, it could be stag, and when I started filling in the downs, it became clear. I thought this was boat, but then I got hung up here because in two down certainly is tuba, which led me back to, oh no, 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 that's got to be um, stag. So instead of like erasing, I knew stag was going to be the across, so I just filled in the down as I went and corrected it as I went, which is a time saving hack, I guess, if you can do it. Obviously, it's a little cumbersome because things look not right for a while. This was funny. 18 across is Parcheesi. I don't remember the last time I saw this clue except for last week. So again, if you're not playing all the time, the clues are often throwbacks to what has happened recently. We see a lot of Taylor Swift eras. By the way, I have cold brew today from Goldie's Coffee, which is a local donut shop here. Free trial version, I was debating, was it demo or was it beta? I thought beta at first and then realized that was not going to fit with any of the downs. So demo it was, and you can see 7 down. I had to wait to see if that was MIDI or mini. Those are all pretty straightforward. Characterize was funny. Spell, I thought that was clever. Um, Nickname akin to Harry Hal, like Hal in War Games. Would you like to play a game? Email winnower. I knew that was spam something, but I didn't want to fill it in until I got this one, spam. And then I knew it was going to be spam, but I didn't know if it was going to be filter or folder. So I filled in spam up to this point. And you can see here, I already have a mistake. Easy, 10 down is not going to be easy. And I'm starting to realize this right now because whatever this is doesn't make sense. This should be memes. So I went back and looked again and could see I misread the 10 down clue, which happens when you're moving fast. Page through, I didn't know this one, but I knew this second word in the 9 down clue was going to be F, and so it gave me leaf, and I just took a guess on filter, thinking that we were going to have an ing. Layer. I always think of villains. And here we go. So you can see the 2 in brackets is a theme, and I think that might be telling you, I didn't really figure it out, but I think that might be telling you how many words are in there. Vitality held me up for a minute. It is pep, which I got. So I circled back around to see below if I could get anything that made that clear. And realized really there's only one answer for that. We're halfway through and it's 3:44. So I'm right on track with my average time wise. you can kind of see the Mondays are the best example of how I fill in kind of in order. I kind of go across and down as far as I can go and have it still make sense. Small bites are apps probably, but I didn't get it that way. Let's see. Accessibility law, that's going to be ADA. And prime use for a crowbar, lever, which I was struggling to get for a minute, but that's what it ended up being. Obviously pre there. Compassion was throwing me off. I kept avoiding that one a little bit. And knavery, that to me is the whole reason to do this puzzle today. Yeah, so the 3 in brackets is going to tell you the number of words that are in that clue. And it might be like the number of P words that are in that clue now that I'm seeing this again. Foreshadowing, 28 is not going to be new to, and this hangs me up a little bit. Obviously, there's only one famous anthropologist, and that would be Margaret Mead. But I was like, wait, what's going on here? And it wasn't coming to me, so I just kept moving, knowing that I would circle back around and fix that. Hear ye, hear ye. Yeah. And this one really helped me to see that whatever was in that section to the right was wrong, because obviously the answer to 41 across is going to be party, party, party. And so I'm thinking about it. Whitish, I almost put ecru here. That does show up a lot, and that would have been very wrong. Okay, this looks like trouble. Uh-oh, was my first guess, and it ended up being right. I'm at 6 minutes and we're 3/4 of the way done, so I'm still on track for my average time. Home of Columbus, Ohio. And yeah, for some reason, it took me longer than it should have to get shed here, finally. And toad, and that was hanging me up a little bit too. Of the highest importance is paramount. Oh, I see now. Hang on, I'm going to stop this for just a second. I just stopped the video. Even as I've been chatting it through, I'm like, what is this? Obviously, the longer clues up here have numbers. And I'm like, I don't get it. And I still maybe don't. Par amount, meaning like maybe this 3 letters is going to show up the number of times that are in the brackets, which would make sense. Here, this clue is 2, and we have par and par, that's 2. And in party, 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 which will get filled in a second, that's 3. So maybe what we're doing is we're upping the number of pars you see. Monday themes. I have questions, but at least I like that they're putting themes into Monday now, because it helps you to get in the groove for the rest of the week. Let's restart. Okay. So, yeah, here we go. What misers take to an extreme. Yeah. So this clearly became, okay, so I guessed basis here. And that led me, I still was not sure what was there. Up in the air, aloft. I don't know why that came to me so easily, but that's how I went. And that gives us pale, as of, and thrift. Finally, here is where I'm like, oh, this should be party. So new to is not going to be right, which led me, when I filled that in, to realize that we're going to have maroons there for abandoned, and new at, and goody. Rubik is in here all the time. Learn that name and know it. This is going to be Riot and caterers, containers, urns. And here we go. I'm realizing I can get it on this word. And it's report back. Congratulations. I'm 28 seconds faster than my average, and I keep my 9-day streak. So there we go. I'm just going to take us back here for a minute because I love a good end screen. You know, like who doesn't? So that's how the Monday puzzle rolled for me today. I do really like this style because it allows me to keep the time in my own stats here. It allows me to hold my time in the puzzle because the past week I've been doing them, I've really significantly slowed down. So I'll still do some solve with me's. Maybe we'll tackle the harder ones together, starting with Thursdays through Sundays. We can do a solve with me, the earlier ones in the week. I like this method, and it also kind of keeps me moving. I'm a chatty Cathy, you know, even though I'm not a cat, I'm a chatty Katie. And so it really slows me down when I'm like working through it. So um, I may play with the format. I'm sure it either way it doesn't bother you. I still give you the solve. So that is all for now. Happy Monday. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow for Tuesday. Like and subscribe.